Big Jeeves, the card has been released. Power Slap number 3, July 7th, live on Rumble, 6 p.m. Pacific time. 7 matches. Let's get into it and get our initial reaction to all the excitement that is coming to everybody free on Rumble, my man. How jacked are you?
Man, I'm stoked. We finally know without a doubt what's going to be happening. 7 matches, and man, there's some good ones in there, my boy. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
Absolutely. I mean, the release came out. We're less than 2 weeks away now, and we've got a ton of information from it. We know who the new coaches are. Damien the Bell, the title holder in the heavyweight division, as well as John Davis in the middleweight division, will both be coaches on Power Slap number 3. The star-studded affair is coming out. What exciting news that is. And we also have the coin tosses going into the matchups. Let's pull it up, Big G's. Let's get into the first matchup.
Let's do it.
Boom.
All right. So it looks like they're starting off with Russell Rivera. We're going to see him back. We're going to see a newcomer. He was an alternate at Power Slap 2. A lot of people didn't get to see him, but we ran into him at the casino and stuff. Bear Bennett. Great MMA background on that guy. Russell Rivera, we know that boy can hit hard. So I think this is going to be a great way, Corey, to start off Power Slap 3 and just give the fans a real show.
Absolutely. I mean, Russell Rivera coming off, the loss of Power Slap number 2 against Static AJ Hinch. Bear Bennett made weight. He was there. So some of the guys, the hardcore fans of Power Slap, would have seen Bear Bennett at the weigh-ins if they watched that. Definitely crazy guy. I mean, you look at him, you see the intensity. The first time you and I seen him walking through the casino floor, you knew there was something different about that cat. It's got a little psycho in him in a good way when it comes to Power Slap, and very excited. And, watch out for a pre-fight interview that we're going to be doing with both of these athletes, because it will be coming out on our channel here real soon. No one's working harder than us in the game. Real excited to see where Bear Bennett fits in this loaded light heavyweight division within Power Slap. And we're going to see if Russell Rivera can get his career back on a winning record, starting out with a bang. Opportunity. This could be one of those fights that could be fight of the night, and they wanted to start it off with a bang, and they are bringing it to you with this light heavyweight matchup for sure, my man.
Yep.
Going into the second matchup, we've got Andrew Casper Fields going up against OG Jewel Scott. We haven't seen Jewel since Power Slap number 1. He makes his return. This is a number 8 and number 9 contender matchup in the welterweight division. We're going to see old guy versus young guy coming in. The new style versus the old style. Jewel Scott, not sure what's happened to him. He seemed to have lost some of that knockout power. We're going to see if with time off is going to be able to help him. Last time we seen him, a drastic weight cut down to 155. Did that weight cut affect his ability to take a slap? I mean, we've debated in our channel a number of times. It very well possibly could. This one here at 170, not going to be as drastic for him. But we know he's always game to throw it down. We know he's got a mixed martial art background. And Andrew Fields, a strong competitor that continues to fight, continues to prove that he deserves and belongs. And obviously he's done enough to be on this card for International Fight Week. And they believe that he can bring fireworks into the matchup as well. So pretty exciting matchup for the second fight of the night.
Definitely. And if there's one thing all the strikers have said about Jewel is he's got a hard motherfucking head. So I hope Andrew Fields is ready to throw. And we know he throws clean. He throws good shots, but can he throw it to where he can possibly drop a guy like Jewel Scott with a big hard head?
Totally. And I mean, we do know the coin toss. We have Russell Rivera 1 in the first matchup, and then Andrew Fields is going to strike first in this matchup. So we're going to be able to find out real quick if Jewel Scott's going to be able to take that slap from Andrew Casper Fields. Moving on, my man. I know this one you were excited for.
I am super. I love both of these guys. They both put on great shows for the fans. And just another one, this is great. Shout out Erica. This is great event planning right here, because this one coming in with Rodriguez versus Nuruddin, both of these guys are ready to go. This is a great match for middleweight. Being that John Davis is out this event, we still get to see some of the top middleweights go at it. And I know both of these dudes have been doing a lot of talking, man, either on our channel or just on their own socials. This is going to be a fight with a lot of passion behind it. I'm excited to see this one. I don't know about you, Corey, but this one's going to be a good one.
Absolutely. I think this could be a number one contender matchup. Whoever becomes
Hmm.
victorious from this particular matchup could be aligned to face John Davis at a future event. John Davis just got medically cleared, so a very good opportunity. We could see him at Power Slap number 4.
Nice.
However, El Perro, Azael Rodriguez, is coming back for redemption, wants to keep climbing the ranks. Both of these fighters coming off victories as part of the tape series, for Power Slap number 2. So we're seeing both these guys with momentum on their side, and the comeback king, Amir Naradine. You can't count this guy out.
Yeah.
One of the king of talking trash on social right now. I'm not sure. Does Amir do it better than Austin Turpin? They're both very close and up there right now. And, this one is going to evolve into something that is personal. I know Azael is taking this one personal. He seems to be getting doubted time and time again. I don't know if it's because he made him, a drunken fool of himself on the reality show that people don't believe in him and want to get behind him. But we're going to see who is for real in this one. We know it's going to be fireworks, and I'm pretty jacked to see who comes out of this one victorious, because it's a clash of very much two different styles, two different storylines. But if you look back to it, my man, if you think back to the reality series, The Road to the Title,
Yeah.
who are two characters that you left knowing and thinking about? And that is Azael and that is Amir for the short time that he was on the show.
Yeah, good call, man. And I think this is 2 and 4 going at it. So seeing this as a possible contender match, that's a really good call. And either of these guys are very deserving. And Azael, you're right. He doesn't maybe get the recognition that he deserves, but he's putting in the work. And we'll see on July 7th if it's all going to come full circle for him.
Yeah, absolutely. We will see that. And the coin toss winner on that particular one was Nuruddin. We're going to see
Wow.
Nuruddin
Okay.
strike
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You were right on the number 2, number 4 contender. The next matchup is also number 2, number 4. Emmanuel No Love Muniz going up against Cole Full Send Young.
Yeah.
Both these athletes, kind of OG versus young, both have, some excitement going into it. Both coming, obviously, Muniz coming off a victory. Cole Young was off a no decision. Dana White seems to really love this kid. Dan Haley as well spoke high praise of him and what he thinks Cole Young can bring to the division. And we're going to find out here who is primed to be in line for that title shot coming up. Potentially a future Power Slap number 4. We could see it there. This one is going to be interesting. I mean, we've seen obviously Muniz stopped. We've seen Cole Young in his brief history, 2 matches with Power Slap. 1 victory, which we didn't get to see a whole lot. We didn't get to see his chin, tested. Second matchup, we've seen that he could take a strike. And his confidence built as he went through and through. We know he fights with a ton of emotion, a ton of passion. We know he's fighting for, his daughter and his family. And, this is a guy that needs, these paychecks. And so I think you're going to get the best Cole Young, the best version, because he knows that this is going to be an opportunity that can open up, additional opportunities for him into the future. And the coin toss, like you said, we know it's Cole Young striking first in this one. And the veteran, Emmanuel Muniz from Street Beefs, who's taking those unprovoked blows, is one who's going to be in line for it. I could see this one going the distance, potentially into a judge's decision. So we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, man, Muniz, solid competitor. Every time he comes out, he does what he needs to do. And I'm glad you brought up the Street Beefs, because it's sort of like 2 different styles. Again, you got the gritty sort of came up rough, and then you got the refined MMA technique. And these guys are not. They've been in matches before, so seeing these guys go at it, I know Cole, he's probably got a chip on his shoulder from the last one. He didn't really get to prove himself, so that could be a very dangerous thing for Muniz.
Absolutely, my man. It's going to be a great one. Moving on up
Big
to
heavy.
the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Who do we got?
Perez and Crespo, man, disturbing the peace, and Dwayne the Iron Giant Crespo. Now, these guys, I officially think they don't like each other right now, because there have been some words exchanged, and that's going to make for a great match. Now, both of these guys, big heavyweights. I'm glad we got to see some of the heavyweights come out for this card. Dwayne Crespo, we know what he can do. We know what he can't do. And Dorian Perez, same thing. Another Street Beefs guy. This guy takes shots to the head for free. So let's see how this one turns out. I'm very interested for this one.
No, totally number one contender match for sure. The winner of this will be in line to fight Damien DeBell, Power Slap number 4, shaping up. I think there's a great opportunity. Dwayne Crespo, once again, in the second chance, he's kind of putting himself in that number one contender conversation. And the current number one contender, Dorian Perez. We know this is personal for him. We know this is what he wants to do. He is now 2-0 on main cards. He likes, obviously, the spotlight, and he shows up and he shows out every time he is there. And, coming off a victory of Darius the Destroyer, the GOAT, this is going to be potential for fireworks, fight of the night implications. And you know that these guys are going to be hyped. They're going to be talking all the way through. And that press conference, a couple days before the match, is going to be electric from these two. Very, very excited to see this matchup. Once again, Erica from Power Slap pulling this together. Exactly what Dwayne Crespo wanted. He wanted to fight up in the ranks. He didn't want to fight down. And so now this becomes the perfect opportunity for him to highlight and showcase what he has been doing, his training, all of his efforts up there at the table.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. It's going to be some big slugs in this one, for sure.
Absolutely. The next matchup, the co-main event of the card on Rumble, 6 p.m. Pacific, July 7th, free on Rumble. We are going to have Alan, the Kryptonian Klingbeil, going up against Austin Turpin, number 3 ranked heavyweight, dropping down to light heavy to make his debut. Terps is coming in hot. Allen is coming in hot. It's a shame that one of these athletes are going to have a loss on the record after this event, because both of them are two of the young, up-and-coming prospects with Power Slap. So very excited to see this matchup. As you know, two of the young, bright, and upcoming stars that are part of Power Slap, and this is perfect and prime. I'm glad they were able to make this happen. They gave Austin the respect by giving him that number one contender match in light heavy right off the bat. And I think this matchup, however it determines and however it comes out, is going to then put them in line for whoever becomes victorious between Wolverine and Static on a future card. But both these athletes, different style, different body type, different mentality as how they come into this fight and how they're going to approach it. And we are going to see, does, finesse with speed in Allen versus just sheer brute force and excitement from Turpin, how they clash together and who can come out victorious.
Yeah, man, this might be the one I'm most looking forward to on the entire card. I know we'll get to it. The main card is nuts, but this is going to be a good one. These guys are both undefeated. They're both from the same class. They were there Power Slap 1 for, I don't know what you call it, the tryouts, the rehearsals that they had there. Yeah. And they've had somewhat of a meteoric rise, man. Like, they've both been doing unreal all the way through, and I'm excited to see this one. We got to sit down with Turpin. We're gonna have that episode coming out with the podcast. He really gets into where his hunger comes from, what this match means to him, and let's see what happens in this one. I'm so excited for both of these dudes to be the co-main event at Power Slap 3 on International Fight Week. This is a big moment for both of them.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk a little bit, Big Jeeves. You know what? Slap News continuing to improve what we are doing. I'm going to give you that shameless plug. If you're watching us right now on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Leave us a comment in the section below, the things that you like, things that you don't like, things you'd like to see us talk about in future episodes, because we are working incredibly hard to bring you guys the content, to give you the access, and to get the fighter experience as it takes place from their mouths. Like Big Jeeves just talked about, we are changing the game. We have upped our podcasting now. You're going to see new features coming out time and time again there. We continue to work incredibly hard to up our coverage. You are going to see at Power Slap number 3 coverage like you have not seen before. We are continuing to ratchet it up. We're not leaving any stone unturned. We're going to be there International Fight Week. We are going to be covering the Power Slap event, and we are going to be there to make sure that we give you guys content the way you need it, the way that you guys want it, in a timely fashion, bring it to market, and be able to dominate the game for weeks, months, and years to come, because we are not going to rest on our laurels. We appreciate you joining us up into this part, but we continue to rise. Just as the fighters continue to hone their craft, we continue to hone our craft here in the media. Both Big Jeeves and I continue to push the limits, refining our skill sets to be able to become better and better. And we appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given us. And if you guys have anything that you guys want to see from us, like I said, reach out to us anytime, DM us on IG, or leave us a comment below this video on YouTube, and watch out for our podcasts that are coming, because they are going to be electric in audio format, so you can listen to them anywhere. They are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, anywhere that you consume your podcast and listening. We're on over 30 different platforms when it comes to podcasting. And so you'll be able to listen to us anywhere. You want to listen to us in the car. You want to listen to us during gym. You want to listen to us while you're in the bathroom. You'll be able to do so through your speakers or through your headset. But Big G's, let's get into it.
Oof.
The final matchup.
Yes, sir. Yes,
the
sir.
Headliner, Static AJ Hints going up against Wolverine Ron Beta. They released this on Saturday. We knew that this was coming for the last couple days. They announced it. The light heavyweight title is going to be real. It's going to be raw. 5 rounds of championship matchup here. One of the OGs and Wolverine Ron Beta coming into this particular matchup. 1-on-1 in Power Slap. A very decorated, slap fighting history back with Slap Fight Championship, and JT Tilly, everything that they're doing there is coming in. A practitioner. We've seen him continue to change the game, evolve, and he's teaching the next wave. Is going to be on display, dropping down to more of his natural weight, light heavyweight. We know Ron typically walks around 210. Going to be an easy weight cut for him. He's not going to have to try to put on weight to get up there to the heavyweight division. Ron, obviously the first heavyweight title holder. Be an opportunity we can see somebody have and hold and retain, be able to acquire a title in 2 weight classes within Power Slap. Super excited to see that. Static AJ Hints just keeps on winning. I don't know what to say, man. He keeps on racking up victories, loves the spotlight, loves collecting checks. Both Power Slap events, he's come out victorious. And this one, I am more excited, to be honest with you, than I was with the Static and Vern Cathy fight. I think Wolverine brings another dynamic to it, and I'm super jacked for it. How about you?
Yeah, likewise, bro. Like Ron coming back to light heavies, like you said, it's his more natural weight class. So getting to see him compete here is probably like going back and watching some of his older fights and watching him compete the old Ron that everybody knows, you know what I mean, that got him here. And with Static, man, what a rise he's had in Power Slap and up to this point, and getting to face someone like Ron. It's if it goes his way, the way Static is expecting it to go, this really puts a stamp on his career. Like, he is the light heavyweight of light heavyweights at that point. So it's going to be a good one, man. It's going to be one for history for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So we know Klingbeil won the coin toss, and that AJ Static Hints is going to actually swing first in this one.
Wow.
Very well could determine. I mean, Ron's got a chin. But the war of attrition, there's no way this one goes 5 rounds. I don't care what you say.
You don't think so?
I don't think it ends in the first either, but it's going to be kind of that second, third, maybe fourth slap, the accumulation of slaps. We've seen Ron be set down on his last fight. We've seen Static obviously be on the mat, a couple times from different fighters, but he's also been able to get back up. So we are going to see how these athletes go at it. I don't know. I'm so fucking jacked, man. I don't know what to say, dude. International Fight Week is coming up. Power Slap number 3. I can't wait to get down there in Vegas. I think this is going to be a turning point for Power Slap in regards to reaching bigger markets. I think the way that they are positioning these fights. I also think that if you look at the athletes that are on this card, I think these are athletes that they want to be able to put their marketing dollars behind. They want to showcase the sport with these athletes that are on this card. And I think we're going to have a lot of number 1 contenders coming out of this event, prime for Power Slap number 4. Obviously, we don't have a firm date on that, but that is going to line up. Once again, Chris Thomas coming back off suspension. John Davis, who's now been medically cleared, will be able to come back. The bell and the heavyweight will also be back. And then who knows the outcome of this light heavyweight, but it is going to be electric as well. Not taking anything away from Power Slap number 3, but as we know, Dana White, Erica, Frank working really hard and once again making sure that they are killing it and that this is fucking exciting.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. It doesn't stop with Power Slap. We might be like, you might not hear anything from them for a little bit, but when they drop, it's always electric, bro. Like seeing this card this morning, I think we were on the phone right away. Like, wow, amazing. Like this is what we were waiting for. So again, thank you to the entire Power Slap brass. You guys are doing an unreal job at this. We love what you guys have built, and we are excited. Like Corey said, we think this is going to be a big move for Power Slap being on the stage at International Fight Week, and event after event. We've seen this sport grow, and it's just getting better and better, and we can't wait for what's to come.
Yeah. Stay tuned. Slap_news on IG, Slap News on YouTube. We're bringing you unprecedented coverage. We're ratcheting up our game. We're excited to be down there live in Vegas once again, bringing you guys everything behind the scenes. But Jesus, man, appreciate you, man. We're working hard. Let's keep on rolling. Let's get the posts up, and let's get the interviews popping.
Let's go.